Hello everyone. Hope everyone is having a nice weekend. We're gonna kick off this week with a completely clean chart for Bitcoin because I needed to start a new account. So I know that some people always have some kind of struggle with doing analysis from scratch. So this one is one of those videos that you might want to save for future reference in case you ever need to do analysis from scratch on a totally new chart that you're looking at. So we're going to look at Bitcoin, gold, ES, and Nasdaq. On most of them, I'll have to do it from scratch. This is a new account that I'm working on, and I also have some new types of candles and an oscillator indicator that I have been working on. So whenever is relevant, I'll give you little bits of hints about it. So yeah, let's get started then. About Bitcoin. So generally, what I like to do when I have to do a clean chart, and let me put on my normal candles for now, is start out by marking monthly, weekly, and daily levels. The way I do that is I look out for candles that are synchronized open and closes like this, but that are not tested. Or if they are tested, only mark out the candles or levels in this case that have been proven in the past to be a very well respected level. You can basically see that with a naked eye, right? But so because this is a new account, I'll also have to do templates. So if you guys don't know how to do templates in TradingView, this might be a kind of a nice tutorial for you guys. So I'm gonna do Binance just because nowadays I have been trading mostly futures with my funded futures. It's a prop firm for whoever doesn't know, and Binance futures is the closest thing to what you can get on the CME. On the CME, if you have the adjustment for, if you don't have the adjustment for contract changes, and also anyway, it's still the biggest derivatives volume exchange, the exchange with the biggest derivatives volume. So in terms of reliability on levels and stuff, it's going to be one of the most accurate or less tricky to chart, so to speak. So speaking about monthly levels, levels that I see on the chart, this one over here, I'm gonna create several lines for monthlies, and then I'll create a single template and apply it all at once for all of them. So the way I like to do this is use horizontal rays. You can do it however you like. Why am I marking these guys out? So again, open and close synchronized, as they usually are, but they reverse, it's a reversal. But then this is not tested until later on. So for example, this was a relevant enough level, and this would also be a relevant enough level. But I won't include this one just because we have a closest one to there. And because we will probably have something on the weekly there as well. So the way I like to have these guys is purple dashed saying monthly level, same color. 12 is okay for me, and I'll take the opportunity to write the name because I'm gonna just copy that and save as monthly level. so now I'm gonna select all of these, come up here, monthly level, and I copy it. The only thing I'm gonna do is do this, change the actual object name, because now I can come here, put these guys in a folder, and that's it. So these are our main monthly levels for now. Right now, up here on top, we don't have anything that I consider relevant because every single level is tested, right? Every single open and close are tested, which by the way might not be a good sign. Might be a sign that we're gonna be stuck here for, you know, quite some time. Oh, I forgot one little level over there. I don't know if I should either mark this one or that one. Probably this, because this has apparently a respectable reaction there. Okay, so now we move on. Oh, by the way, let's do, since I'm here, and I'm skipping a step, but since I'm here, let's mark out fair value gaps. So this was an inverted one. Right. This is still an untested monthly gap. This is already tested. Completely filled actually. At least on that chart. This as well. This as well as a monthly. I guess I don't have anything else to mark here except this high. Again, I'm choosing new colors, so bear with me. I don't want this to sound bullish, but also not as important. Fourth color of gray. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so all of these are macro FVGs, and they will be macro until the daily, until we get to the daily time frame. Actually, let's maybe separate them by monthly, weekly, and daily. Okay. And this guy is structure. Okay. Might as well, just so that I know which one is which. I can also get these boxes, not this one, but this box at least, a month up front. This one is good enough over here. I have autosave. Yeah, okay. So let's go to the weekly now. On the weekly, we have a little bit more of detail, right? So, for example, on the weekly, I'm gonna mark out this guy. This, oops. Actually, I could just copy them so that way I'll keep the coloring and the name. Orange could be. Okay, that way I can just copy them. So let's put one over there. Previous all-time high before we get to this 70k, right? This, for example, this one I'll not use because it's on a very choppy area. But this one, for example, is pretty nice. We came up here, we stopped for like a week, or maybe some days at least, and only then we bounced back. Reaction here, reaction here, reaction here, here, then here, then here. This is what a good level looks like, right? And this one, for example, is mixed up with a monthly over there. However, for example, this one over here seemed nice, understand? On that same logic, we'll do this one. What about this? This one, not so much. Not so much. I like this one because of these two highs over here. Although I already have it. Yeah, but let's update this guy to this side. Because it has these two highs that seem pretty important enough. Then here we have this. I know that on Bybit would touch this guy. And let me check this guy. Not really. Okay, I think we're cool with this section of price. Not gonna include too much of that. Now over here, I'm gonna use this one. Even though this is becoming like a cluster and I don't really enjoy that. This I'm not gonna use because there's a monthly there. It's kind of useless. This one I will use. Like that. This one. Maybe. I'm gonna keep it, why not? Recent. 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 I guess that's good enough. Okay. Those are a lot of weekly levels. By the way, I'm super tired today, guys, so I might only do this, go to bed. I'll be here for London and or New York, but I'll probably not do Asia like we have been doing. I'm super tired. So next up, FVG's weekly one here. Tested this guy over here. not gonna bother mark out this. And I don't see anything else that might be relevant in my opinion. Did we touch this guy? Let me see. So this is 49027 and this low is 48. So we did touch this guy, that's cool. Oh, I didn't create that. Oh, I did. Oh, it's okay, it's a horizontal ray. Forgot to. Was the 4th, right? That I used. Oh, let me put that to the right. Good, okay. So we did touch that high, which is nice in terms of structure because means we took out this low, reacted from a weekly fair value gap, touched this previous structural high. That can give us a reason to potentially hit that high, 70k. This I'm still a little bit bearish, but this might be a point of reversal. Anyway, let's continue. So this is weekly FEGs. This is market structure. And now, speaking of structure, one thing that we have to consider is that if we touch this guy, at the very least, we should come back to this gap, okay? Coming to that gap means that currently we are at 59, but that we should come back to 62-ish. Yeah, 62.737. That's a probable minimum. Just from the logic of fair value gaps, okay? 62.737 should be high probability. After that, I'm not gonna mark this because this would occupy too much of the chart. But we have this order block over here that's going to be resistance. If we come up, recover the gap, and then find resistance here, then we might come back to this weekly low. Taking out the weekly in the bullish way, like a liquidity grab, you know, an SFP of that weekly low, could potentially be the trigger to push us back to 70k. That is, if we really are to go to 70k, right? But at least this gap should be high probability. From the moment that happens onwards, we have to reassess the price action, see how bullish it is, if we are getting the reactions we want to get, blah 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 blah. Okay, so moving on to the daily. On the daily, for example, I like this low, which again, weekly level, I'm not gonna mark it. If it's too in tune with another time frame, it's a waste of time. But this one, for example, is a fresh daily level. For dailies, let's use could be something a little bit neutral, like that. Okay. Daily here. And let's use that color. Okay. Oh, my computer froze for a second there. Is everything okay? Let me check. I have some stream warnings here. If you guys have any kind of a problem, let me know on chat, okay? At 28 minutes ago, I received a warning saying that I didn't receive... YouTube was not receiving enough data for the stream. I don't know if I may be having some RAM issues. Anyway, daily check. Now, this guy should be relevant enough. This guy was respected a lot of times, should also be relevant enough. This one too. And now, let's see. Let me hide this. Let's see how many times do we have other levels that were respected. So, for example, here. This is a good one, but it's a weekly already. Over here, this is also a good one. I'm gonna mark this one because it's fresh. Okay. This one, pretty good. This one's pretty good. Nice for reversal points, you see. This one, also pretty good. This one, too close to the weekly, whatever. This one also very good here. Was the pivot, the reaction point over there. This one I'm not gonna mark out because it's super close to the daily. Same thing here. Probably not the same thing here. And this had this amazing reaction over here, so I'm gonna keep it too. And that's it. Let me put these guys in a folder. If anyone is wondering why I go through the trouble of marking these guys out, is simply to have them as a bias for when I want to go into the stage of deciding the bias for the next days. Because something as simple as, for example, if we take a low, have a considerable reaction like a 15-minute or 1-hour change of structure, and I have a daily level above, and that daily level, for example, is at the 50% of an FVG. Like, I know that's either a good take profit if I'm long targeting that, or I know that reaching that 50% FVG, reaching the daily level, if I see some kind of reversal signal, I know it's a good probability trade to take, right? It's just because of that. We mark them out just to have a notion of where price might encounter support or resistance. Okay, so speaking of which, so these are daily levels. I'm gonna keep them there. I'm gonna keep the FEGs above this too, and now let's do daily FEGs. So one interesting thing that we have here is that we took out this low and we left a very small, almost impossible to mark, a very small daily fair value gap there. I wouldn't say that was the reason for a continuation up, even though this is not yet a real continuation up, right? But it's interesting enough that we come to this order block. Daily order block has an inverted fair value gap, even though it's well, it's not a it's a super small one. 57.040 to 57, basically. This is like a $50 FEG. However, yeah, this order block is interesting. So one thing that I'm not seeing is a reason to go up in terms of imbalances. When it comes to imbalances, I don't see a reason to go up, because this is not a gap, a daily gap. This actually, we don't have any gaps except for this one and this $50 gap. So I wouldn't be surprised, for example, if we take out this low once again, and only then may we have a reason or a reaction to continue going up. However, that being said, it's also important to notice that this candle's body was engulfed by the next one. So it's kind of like 50-50, betting on top or bottom, saying that it can go either up or down, you know. It's kind of 50-50 right now, in my opinion. Probably very important to see what Monday and Tuesday do. And maybe after that we can come to a conclusion of where the next target is, of what is the most probable target after that. Speaking of which, let me just check one thing. Yeah, I'll mention this in a second, but we do have on the 30-minute chart on Exo charts, we do have stacked imbalances on this bottom. I'm gonna mark them out. Actually, I'm gonna use a trend line, because this is typically a very temporary thing. So this is going to be a red one. Let's use that color instead. And I'm gonna mark this out with a red, stacked. Actually, I'm just gonna abbreviate it, stacked imbalance SI, not italic. Fuck. Sorry. I deleted it. SI. Might as well do the template for what would be the bullish one, just to have this recorded. Okay. Why is this relevant? Because we have a red stacked imbalance here that generally pushes price down, and then below what I believe is that low, exactly, below this, below this low over here. Oh wait. Oh wait. I was on the 30-minute on EXO, so this is actually a little bit worse. Yeah, the stacked imbalance is over there. So what I was seeing was this guy. Sorry guys. What I was seeing was this guy, which is, funny enough, a weekly level. So I'm gonna put this up until Saturday. What I was going to say is that that should push price down. And we also have a stacked imbalance. Oh, but that's a lower volume one. Okay, never mind. Let me just remove the TPO. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this low came to a big group of stacked imbalances, bullish ones. If we go lower than this low, that's a bad sign. Okay. Sorry, if we go lower than this low over here, that's a bad sign, because there are more bearish stacked imbalances there now than bullish ones, and that usually pushes price down. So after that, we don't have like a big stacked group in this section to hold price. So I would guess that if we break this low and this support doesn't hold, let me mark this support over here and we'll talk about it later. If this guy doesn't hold, this low is very much in danger. I would not like to see that. Okay, so stacked imbalances over here, and then we have bullish ones at, let's see, 57,285. Okay, like that, bullish ones. And then also at 56,696. I like to do it in separate in steps of 5, so let's do 695. Okay. This is a relevant order block, so might as well mark this out. Let's do this until Tuesday or Wednesday. For anyone wondering, I like to try and imagine where stuff would get hit depending on the weekly models. So because Wednesday a lot of times we reverse, it would be interesting to see that happen. I would like to see the stacked imbalance be hit, kind of like an SFP. I think that would be nice for an upwards move.
I have this bar annoying me. Give me a second. Okay. Let me just see if I have any liquidation level here marked out here. Not really. At least not on the 1 hour. Only down there. 15 minutes. 15 minutes is maybe a little bit too granular. It might be too noisy, but let me see what shows up. Okay. We have a liquidation level close to the stacked and balance I marked. Okay, because here's the thing. Okay, we were on the daily, we were looking at this. Here's the thing. This order block holding off like that, although possible, this seems like one of those slow reaction down that eventually usually chop up, get liquidity up and down. So this is not one of those really good reactions that you want to see, right? So ideally, what we do want to see now is kind of like an SFP of some liquidity, and the most obvious one is this low. And from there, from that moment on, we can maybe look at a logic to, you know, a reversal model to go up. But until then, you know, until then it's kind of weird because, for example, 4 hour we do not have a fair value gap. Right now, for example, we can say that we are reacting from an inverted one on the 4 hours, which is even worse maybe. Although, in my opinion, inverted fair value gaps have more probability to be successful when they take liquidity, which is not the case of this one, because we left these highs over here. So it's not the ideal scenario. The interesting logic here is that, for example, we reacted to this 4 hour fair value gap. So from that point of view, there's a logic to go up, you understand? But nothing, that's it. There's a logic to go up based off of a fair value gap reaction, but we also have the same logic to go down because of both a bearish fair value gap here and this inverted one too. So again, we're kind of like in no man's land, in my opinion. We have to take liquidity from some side, either up or down. The way we react to that liquidity, I think, in my opinion, is what's going to give us a more trustworthy direction for the rest of the week. So far, it's looking potentially bullish, but all it takes is for these levels to break, and we might be in a bearish scenario once again. I must say I don't like these highs though. The way they are kind of stacked, they didn't test each other. It's just one of many inducements that we already have, because we have equal highs over here between this high and that high. We have equal highs between this small range and that high. It's just, let me see, did we take this high? Okay, we did. Yeah, would be nice, maybe. This is the 4 hour time frame, bear in mind. So would be nice, for example, to take out this liquidity over here and maybe continue down from this order block, or come down, take out this low or that one, come down to one of these lows to then target this. If we start having a reversal after a liquidity grab of these lows, for example, we just know there's a very high chance of getting to that weekly fair value gap, right? At this point, having these levels, it's not that much important. Oh, by the way, let me just do a very quick thing. Saturday starts over there, so let's do from here to here. Okay, daily level, connection with the daily level, connection with the daily level. Watch out for these two levels, guys. On the bottom, 58,300. Take notes, 58,300, and then 60,580. I'm also going to mark out this order block here. Take note of these levels for potential scalps. $58,700 would not be low probability either as an SFP. I'm also gonna mark that. Okay, so what am I talking about essentially? And this is essentially scalps, okay? I can perfectly imagine this as a possibility. Okay, just liquidity grab. I can imagine this as a possibility, and I can also imagine this. Like that as a possibility. That is a stacked imbalance that I'm targeting there. And even getting up to here, monthly level, also makes sense. And then the same logic, or just continue down to the stacked imbalance that we talked about. But this is an interesting idea. I'm gonna keep this TR pocket. Might be interesting for a trade. And this order block over here seems nice too. So overall, for a quick recap, we are very much in a choppy action, choppy price action. I think I have a better chance of success if I focus on liquidity grabs and their reactions. So one idea would be this one at 58,700. Another would be taking it anyway, coming down to the weekly level, which is a 618 and has a 15-minute block at around 58,300. And that would, if that fails, for example, coming down to this order block slash stacked imbalance and then continue going up. If, for example, we can also do this, where we take this, take that, take this, or go lower even, take that low maybe, and only eventually then go to 62 or 63 based on the weekly fair value gap. Okay, we might chop up a lot. That's why I'm saying calling out for a bias is kind of hard now, in my opinion, based on structure and liquidity. What I would suggest is look at how the liquidity gets taken. If it gets taken with a divergence or a bearish sign, or you have some kind of a reversal after the liquidity getting taken, then you can target opposing liquidity and just take it from there, step by step. I think it's a better chance, because if I hide everything that I did, what I think is we came up to here and we are now reacting at a simple order block. We are super bearish, we are ranging. I think we can go a little bit up but then fall, like maybe take out a high and then fall. If we take out a low first and then change structure, like high time frame structure, maybe 1 hour at least, then it's interesting to think about stuff like 70k, but not before that happens. Okay, and I guess that's it for Bitcoin, in the sense that these levels are what the things to watch out for, in my opinion. I'm gonna take a screenshot to post to the community. Where are you guys? Let me see. BTC USDT.P 18/8/2024. I'm gonna just post the image and then I'll talk about it later. Okay, now let me just take a look at CME. Let me see if we have a gap. If we don't, what did we do? What didn't we do? Okay. Okay, we filled this gap, which to me was the most important thing. That CME gap over there, this one. Inside, the logic is the same. I think this looks different. The low that was used here. Oh no, never mind. But this is much cleaner in my opinion. Let me see. Let me go back on the 4 hour. Let me hide everything that I have. Let me just mark out these guys over here. Because this structure over here is very different there. I don't know if you guys noticed, but look. That structure is this part. Right? Understand? And here, it makes a ton of sense, just the way it is. Inverted fair value gap. Yeah, sorry. Inverted fair value gap. Makes total sense here. And from that point of view, the only reason for me to think about going lower is the fact we have equal lows over here. nothing else. I wouldn't call out on anything else. I wouldn't want price to go back to here, because that would be a good sign, a bad sign. That, considering that, I would also not like, because we took it this high, and this is a bearish fair value gap on the CME. I would like price to, at most, come back to this inverted fair value gap, but not go lower than it. Yes, definitely. Not go lower than it. We do not want to break that once again. It's completely allowed to come back, but not to go below this low, because going below that low would be a bad sign in my opinion. So this gives us a narrative confirmation for the idea of reacting at something here. Let me see, what did we mark? Once again, I'm gonna remove this guy, it doesn't matter. Exactly. Daily level or 58,700 would be really nice to not lose that. Because let me take a screenshot and paste it on the other chart for you guys to understand. This area over here is essentially the area of the IFVG. We do not want to lose this area then. Okay. Also, it seems like we have already tested it. This, I'm assuming this at our naked eye, but yeah, we already tested this inverted fair value gap with that candle over there. And the lower portion of it also got tested by this low. So I don't want price to go lower. I would like it to be at most tested by this order block and not go down. If it goes down, I think it'll go way down. Way down. Sorry. Man, I'm super tired. I'm really sorry, guys. Yeah, so reaction down, I think would be nice to have a reaction down. Come back down to the IFVG. Maybe react to this FVG because it stands in front of an order block. That is a good area. Fibonacci. Oops. Oh man, I hate when I do that. How do I bring back the favorites bar? I forgot. Here? Yeah. What would be the standard Fibonacci levels there? Perfect. 618, 702. This area is nice. I would like to see this area get used. Would be really nice. Let me post this too. Apparently this also gave us a divergence and a hidden bullish continuation one. Interesting. My indicator is suggesting that from this low to that low, because it is a higher low but the oscillator is making a lower low, this is a hidden bullish div. It suggests a continuation. This, by the way, I have a full-on explanation about this indicator. It's on my my analysis channel on Discord, so go and take a look. This filled transparent area is called delta pulse, and the columns are called delta waves. So delta pulse is suggesting a hidden bullish continuation from here. Waves is just giving us a regular divergence vibe down there. So yeah, judging from the indicator, up. We should go up. Maybe go down to the levels that we were talking about, but yeah, after that continue going up. Would be nice to see this come up, this come true, just as this. Time will tell. Okay, so let's move on. Gold had an incredible move. Was insane. Let me remove some stuff here. I'm also a little bit drippy of my nose, guys. I'm really sorry. Oh, by the way, I didn't, let me just check points of control and view apps. I totally forgot. Previous day view app and naked point of control. I think that's good enough. Okay, just gonna keep that. Oh, sorry. These indicators are not the best on the 1 hour. 30 minutes is, yeah, it's the most accurate. Okay. Done. Save. Yeah, guys, would be really nice to see price come back down here and have a decent reaction down there. That would be my goal. I don't know if my fib should be on this low or that low, because they're kind of stacked, and this low is what really started the move. So in theory, I think it should be this one, but the difference is small. Don't think it really matters. I like how the 618 is basically on the dollar of the naked point of control. It's $5 difference. 695 to 690. It's $5 difference. So I'm gonna keep that guy. Okay, let's go to gold. Gold made a new all-time high. It is a candle closure on the CME. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry guys to keep going back. I'm really tired. But I just need to check if we have a CME gap. So BTC closed on Friday at 59665. Closed on Friday at what time? I'm sorry. Oh, I'm on -4. I thought the timing was weird. Oh, this is not the closure. I'm sorry. The closure is 59770. Oh, I'm stupid. We have already opened. So there is no gap. How retarded can I be to not notice that? That's crazy. Jesus. Anyway, so we don't have a gap. Well, we kinda have this tiny space. It's a like $70 space. So maybe we come back. we come to this block and start going down. This cluster of orders. Kind of like this. Volume profile of that range is like that, so maybe here. Maybe go there or take the high, reverse, go down to the naked point of control because the gap is over there. So never mind, let's move on. Okay, gold started with the liquidity grab, very interesting. It does have a div over here, might be an entry. And I was going to say daily, we do have a candle closure and we have this fair value gap on the daily and this current fair value gap on the daily. This fair value gap is not in discount, sorry. So I would expect it to be completely filled. So our points of interest are that low, that daily FVG, and as a consequence we have this order block. Since we have that order block, we have these stacked highs over here. I'm gonna mark it like that because that brings us back down to this range that has the point of control at 2384 on the CME chart. Okay, so what am I essentially suggesting? Something like a bounce from here after taking that liquidity, maybe having a bounce from here. Overall, when we get to price discovery, that's when price can do the most crazy stuff. There's literally, like, there's no resistance, right? There's nothing to cause the supply and demand effect. So let's go, for example, to the 1 hour, maybe 15. Let's see how exhausted we are. And I mean, we are exhausted, but I've seen price continue from crazier overbought levels. This does look like a reversal zone. But my god, that candle is weird, right? But yeah, looks like a potential reversal. If it is a reversal, and if we don't take that high soon, 15-minute order block, which is essentially the area that I was talking about, right? Yes. Bearish fair value gap. I would pay attention to this bearish fair value gap, guys. Might be an interesting entry. Easy target is this low. Why? Because there's no gaps. There's a gap here. Untested, to be fair. But this liquidity curve like here, this just doesn't look very supportive, right? This is a decent, is it? Wait. The low is 488.2 and this is 488.5, so we have equal lows here, so this is another easy target. Stacked liquidity, okay. One thing that generally happens is at all-time highs we have levels. Let me just check if these guys might have confluence for us. Could be. These guys could have confluence. I didn't save a template for the weekly level. What a dumbass. Done. Okay. Weekly level there. Weekly level here. Yeah, like that one. Do you have anything? We shouldn't. Oh, wait. Nice. Yeah, I'm liking this block here, bros. I'm liking that block. I don't like the current high that we just made, but I like the idea of going down. Wouldn't like if price is to continue bullish, which would be a little bit weird, but okay. I'm sorry. One of these levels, either this naked point of control or that naked point of control, I think could be a great trade. In any case, either on this fair value gap or after taking out this high once again, we can also have an incredible short. We can also have an incredible short, guys. This is not a bad point of control as well. And it's close to the weekly level. It's not bad. They are equal lows though, but it's not bad. If it weren't for the equal lows, I would trust this area a bit more. Quite a bit more. But with the equal lows, it's a little bit hard. Yeah. I was just checking other charts. But yeah, I guess that's it. Gold isn't very easy to analyze right now and give you guys a bias. That FEG is a possible short, a big one. That current all-time high is also a possible SFP type of short. Targets would be either this point of control, the equal lows, or for a swing trade, try to catch these ones. 2,400? Yeah, 2,400 has 2 points of control from a range and from the daily session, plus 2 weekly levels, plus that consolidation over there. Man, that looks like a good support. It would be incredible to have a trade from here to down there. Would be nuts. So keep your eyes peeled for that FEG and also for this high. Okay, safe. Opening range is like that.
Yeah.
Hey, brother. How are you,
Well,
man?
I'm good, brother.
You're on YouTube. Don't swear.
Okay. Hello,
Are you
everyone.
good?
Ah,
Are you good?
oh, we can talk?
Yeah, of course.
I'm good. Chilled a bit this weekend, did some shit. Nothing special.
Me too. I'm super tired because I didn't sleep much.
Oh,
And we went
that,
to a place like 55 kilometers away.
uh,
Um,
you and Vera.
and her brother and her nephew and
Oh, nice.
yeah, we went with a couple of people.
Was it like last
And
time?
I'm tired because I woke up soon. I drove uh, uh, for a long time. Just tired, overall tired. I'm not gonna be trading Asia today, man. I have to rest.
Yep. Good thing, good thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, never.
Are you gonna stay
Trade
awake
Asia.
or?
No, because like trading Asia for me, or at least I don't know. I need to backtest this, but I have to find a reason
You
to
don't
trade
trust it as much,
Asia.
right? Yeah.
I need to like find a reason to trade Asia because it's a big investment. Asia trading is not easy. You're tired. It's night. Everything.
Yes.
And I need to really see that trades work during Asia before I could even think.
Yeah.
Because it didn't work for gold when we were doing it back then while I was still in school and stuff. Remember? I mean, it did work, but didn't work for you, and it was basically inconsistent.
I
mean,
know,
yeah. But Ali passed. You said that, yeah. Where is Ali, by the way?
I don't know, man. I'm actually, to be honest, Ali, I know that he's just, focused on his job and, trying to make ends meet, like the Americans say.
Yeah.
But I think he should be okay. But I'm actually kind of worried about Vance, man, because Vance basically disappeared. Yelena also sent him a message. He didn't reply. I don't know, man. He just disappeared.
Where is he from? America or?
Latvia.
Well, it's pretty safe there, so we don't have to worry in that sense.
But bro, it's not just about crime or anything, like he could be ill or something. I don't know.
That's fine.
I'm not saying that the guy died, Jesus.
I would think that if he was from America. America.
No, not suggesting that, but yeah. I'm just worried because he's not the kind of guy that just disappears and doesn't say anything,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, he will be back. Probably
You're gonna have to scroll back on the recording of YouTube to check out Bitcoin.
Oh, it's in the first beginning?
It was the first thing I did, yeah. But,
but
I did post the levels that I'm interested for reversals. I just posted them on the Alpha Spark chart, okay?
Okay, yeah, I'll look into it.
Take notes, yeah, take notes. And what was I doing? Golds. We made a new all-time high. Just a quick recap for you. We made a new all-time high. This high that we just made was on the opening right now of the market. So I'm thinking a possible reaction from this order block over here. It's a 5-minute block, small range over there. Or from this area, which is basically a 15-minute order block. Another idea would be to go to 2552 and then go down. Kind of like test the freshly made all-time high and go down from there, because the chart looks too quick to the upside, like a pullback is expected.
Yeah.
And the thing is that this is the hardest part to trade an asset like this, because we are in price discovery. You know,
Oh
like
yeah.
it can just, there is no resistance up, you know. The only thing that can stop you from continuing going up is volume dying down, like people not having more money to push it even further up, right? So
Yeah, of course.
I was checking my my indicator, by the way. It does show a little bit of volume dying off, especially now, but it's nothing like super obvious that it's going down, you know what I mean? Like it's like it can still do a small pullback and just get back into it. So don't risk too much in shorts right just now. It can go further down, yes, but we would need some kind of like, if I look at the 15-minute, I don't know if you're watching. If you look at the 15-minute, this is a divergence on everything, you know, on delta, on volume, but still, if we just come back to this area, 2,500-ish, and don't show signs of a stronger reversal, you know, like continuing up is not impossible at all. And that was it. And I'm gonna post this. Actually, for gold, maybe it's best if I post the 5-minute chart. Or the 1 minute, let me see. Yeah, the 1 minute, why not? Like that. Let me mark out that previous day view app. Yep, that's it. Okay. Okay. Copy image. Golds 18/8/2024. Tag gold. Paste image. Post. Oops, an error. Why? I didn't choose a tag, I guess. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's done. Now let's do ES. Now ES, in my opinion, is kind of sketchy. Because we didn't take out that high yet. I'm gonna keep it marked there. We have a bunch of reasons to go down, but it would be nice to take out that high and only then go down. Let me see something that hasn't been tested here. What's the point of control of this range? Okay, let mark out this point of control over here. Okay, so would be interesting on the ES to make another move up, reach that 5610.75, or just react from a liquidity grab of this, and then start moving down, because I have a bunch of reasons to move down. Let me just mark out some gaps, RTH, that I don't have marked anymore. Like that. Oops. Okay, and now we also have this one. He sounded like Chewbacca now, bro. Please avoid those sounds right now, just because I'm streaming.
Man.
This one too.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think there's a bigger gap downwards, right? No, that was filled. Okay. So one possibility for the S is, like I said, take out this high, fill this gap, or maybe this one, because this seems like a stronger support. Actually, to be honest, I would just like to see that gap completely filled, and only then. Because the thing is, if we go up that much, why not just continue for an all-time high? It would be weird to not continue and do an all-time high. Unless we only do it like this. It's gonna look super bearish, but it's maybe not. Which is, come here, and then come here. Come down here, and only then. That would be insane. I'm gonna post that because it looks too interesting to not post. Yes, yes, yes. And that would give us essentially a full-on market maker model with 3 levels, the 3 moves going down. 1 move, consolidate, original consolidation, second move, second consolidation, final move and reversal, and then probably have similar 3 moves up. That would be nuts. Just would be nuts because basically these would be 3 incredibly big shorts. But I can totally see that happen. Looks a bit crazy, but I can see that totally happen. And so let me see what we have in terms of points of control and VWAPs. What can we bounce to? Oh, there. Oh, nice. The place where I marked out the range POC is a naked view app. And also, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. It's also a naked point of control. So range POC and block. Okay, and now to the downside. I like this view app very much because it's just above bullish fair value gap. Just above. That's very nice. So maybe we can do this. That would be cool. And then it's interesting because the ES lately has been having the view apps almost at the same place of the naked points of control. Another one there. Another one there, and that's it. I'm not gonna mark out the weekly and monthly view apps. This might be a plan. Go down, just react to that view app, and yeah, go up from there. This would also be, so we reacted from this inverted fair value gap, and now we would technically be reacting to this one as well. Seems like a possibility. I'm gonna post that. That's basically it. I think that's basically it. Do we have news this week? Let me see. No news tomorrow. Tomorrow? I mean, no news today, Monday, because it's already Monday in some countries. No news today. Well, we have FOMC. We have Whaler speaking. I don't think that's gonna affect much. This is red folders, but for Canadian dollar. We have FOMC meeting minutes. This is kind of like a record, I think. Only. I'm not sure this influences much, to be honest. But also they're at 7 PM only. Okay, unemployment claims on Thursday. So I'm gonna put a line, a vertical line, on Thursday at the time of news. Unemployment claims. And set an alert for that. Just to not forget. Because that would mean this plan is actually looking interesting. During London or New York, do this going up because oftentimes Monday is a fake move. So going up would be the fake move, and then we would have 3 days of going down, potentially to the previous day VWAP at 5465, and from there, either we continue going way down, like hard, or we have a pullback to what could be this range. Like if we do what I'm thinking about doing here, we are going to create probably a daily order block like so. So if we take out this liquidity at the end of Monday or Tuesday, then Tuesday can start with London going down, Wednesday going down, and then Tuesday can have a reversal caused by news, which would maybe take us here to then next week take us there. Let's see if this happens or not, but that's an interesting theory to keep in mind. I'm gonna write caps and caps lock. I'm gonna write maybe in caps lock. Maybe because of unemployment claims on Thursday. Okay, that would be it. And that is it. Alexa, do you want me to take a look at anything, or are you just interested in Bitcoin?
No, since you did Bitcoin, content.
Okay, take a look at Bitcoin. If you have questions, then DM me, okay?
Yeah, I mean, we'll be here tomorrow and everything.
Yeah.
We can,
You're still on
pray.
vacation, right?
Yeah, until the 1st of September.
Okay. So, you're gonna be here for New York only, or London as well?
I don't know, I'll be here for London because London doesn't really pay off if you're trading Bitcoin.
Depends. London
Yeah.
was the start of the bigger move of the week for gold, ES, and Bitcoin on Friday. It was gigantic, and it was like 40 minutes after London opens. I guess you're not wrong. What you're saying is not wrong, but kind of like if you are available, just take a look, because if you see a probable move, you know, if you see one of those good models that we like, liquidity grab into FEG, stuff like that, consider taking the trade. And if it ranges, okay, get out if you want, or take profit early and be done with it, you know.
When it ranges, yeah.
But sometimes, man, London creates crazy moves. Like this move. Take a look at my screen. I think it was gold. I think it was gold, the biggest one. Yeah, exactly. Look. I'm even gonna show you the indicator because I looked at it because of the indicator I was taking. I set up a limit even, but didn't get triggered because it just bounced. So London starts here. As London was starting, we were creating this massive divergence. Massive. The moment that you broke away from this, that's it. This was an incredible move, because from here, forget it, bro. Look at that. That was insane. That was London. Like sometimes London is going to make the move, bro.
Yeah.
I agree with you that it's, you know, it's not very often, but it happens. It happens. Okay, bro, I'm gonna sign off because I'm really goddamn tired, man. I'm gonna rest for a bit. I mean, I'm gonna sleep. And
yeah, see you tomorrow then.
I'll send you a DM when I'm online. If you wanna show up, we can trade together.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, see you tomorrow, brother.
Bye, brother. Good night.
Good night.